Hello, everybody. This is Daddy here. Hope you're well. Today, we want to tackle trend trading strategy, how to make fortune trading Forex. Okay, we will introduce the strategy to you. We discuss what it is. We give examples of ideal long and short trades. We discuss what is in the trading strategy itself. How do we generate buy and sell entry signals? Stop and trailing stop. How do we close our trade? And what currency pairs do we trade and which time frame? Very important questions. So without further ado, we go into it. Okay. There was a trading competition. You know, Forex has a lot of trading competition online. There was a trading competition in 2013, April. Hundreds of traders participated in this trading competition, and one trader won the competition. The trader's name is El Zalama. Okay? The strategy we are talking about today is the winning strategy for that competition. Okay? So let's give credit to the person that created this strategy. This strategy is already a winning strategy, but you have to look at it yourself, evaluate it, and see if it will work for you. All right, let's start by discussing what trend trading is. Okay, it's a fantastic way to profit from a large move in the market. We know that the market does not move in one direction only. There are times when there is range trading and there is trend trading. So the purpose of this strategy is to capitalize on the period when the market is trending and take most of the profits off the market. Now, as a trend trader, you need to identify the trend and find the way to enter with low risk. Okay? That is the importance of this strategy, and that's what we are going to do today. Well, this strategy can be very profitable as well if you employ diversification. What do I mean by diversification? That is, if you trade, for example, 5 different asset classes. So, all these 5 asset classes, one could be in a range and the other 4 in a trend, or maybe 2 are in a trend and 3 are in a range. You see, your trend trading strategy over a long period of time will be very profitable, because one of the asset classes will be giving you a trending period and covering up for those that are not in trading period while trading. Okay, so let's see example of long trade. This is a perfect example of how we want our trend trading to look. So we want to enter our trend trading right from the beginning and trail our trading until we exit. Okay, this is a 4-hour chart. All right, so this might be maybe 200, 300 pips. So you want to have something like this. Same examples for short trading. You want to have opportunity to go into a long or a short trade and enter and exit after you have milked every bit of that trade. You've milked it out, then you can exit at a very huge profit. Okay, this is not going to happen every time, but whenever it happens, this strategy will make sure you are right there to take the opportunity. Okay, now let's discuss the strategy. Okay, we require 3 indicators: simple moving average, super trend indicator, and support resistance indicator. Very simple. All these indicators are free online. You can download them, but I'll show you how you can put it together. Right? First of all, the simple moving average. We all know what simple moving average is. When price closes above the simple moving average, we are looking to buy. When price closes below the 200 simple moving average, we are only looking to sell. So we are using the simple moving average as our trend filter. Next, the super trend indicator. This super trend indicator will trail prices until there's a reversal. So it helps to keep you in a trend as long as possible. When there is a red color for the indicator, it means we are downtrend. Blue color is uptrend. So when there's a change of color, that is a reversal, and that is when you take trading opportunity. So when prices closes above the super trend indicator, you have a buy position. When prices close below it, you have a sell position. Color for red sell position is red. The color for buy position is blue. The last but not the least of our indicator is the support and resistance. We know how important support and resistance is. They give us history of what has happened to price levels in the past. So it is always good to have an understanding of what the price has done before, where we have had reversals before. So these are drawn automatically for you by the indicator. And what we are going to use this indicator for in our strategy is to set take profit and stop loss. We may use it. It is not the only tool we are going to use to take profit and stop loss, but it might come into use. All right, let's now talk about the rules, entry rules. Very simple, 2 rules to buy and 2 rules to sell. You know by now that I love simple things. I like to keep things very, very simple. The more complicated the system is, the more difficult it is to use. Therefore, the more difficult to make money. Okay, so we are going to make it very simple and very profitable. Now, to buy, price has to close above 200 simple moving average, and the super trend must be blue. Okay, let's check that out. Price must close above, so price must be around above here, the moving average to buy, and also the color of the super trend must be blue. The other way to sell is the opposite. Price must close below 200 simple moving average. Super trend indicator must be red. Let's check that out. Price must be below simple moving average, and the super trend must be red. So we are going to put this together so you will see them all in one window, right? Okay, so these are the rules. 2 rules only. Very 2 simple rules. Now, you are now in a trade. You have taken a buy trade or you have taken a sell trade. How do you set your stop loss? Okay, your initial stop loss is 100 pips. Okay, remember that we are going to use 4-hour time frame for this strategy. According to the winning strategy, it was a 4-hour time frame, but you can use any time frame that you prefer. But the 100 pips is specifically designed for 4 hours. So initial stop loss 100 pips. However, after 30 pips in your favor, this is very, very important. After 30 pips in your favor, move your stop loss to break even plus 3 pips. What do I mean? If your trade has made 30 pips profit, then you take your stop loss from where it was minus 100 pips, you take it to the where you enter the trade and add 3 pips to it. So that 3 pips is useful to cover the commission, swaps, or other charges from the broker, so that each time you have a break-even trade, it is not a losing trade. So you end up either either 1 pip or less than 1 pip, but it will never be negative. Okay. Once you have the first break-even move, every 10 pips afterwards, you add 1 pip to your break-even. So you move your stop loss by 1 pip. For every 10 pip your price goes up in your favor, you move your stop by 1 pip, and so on and so forth. For 20 pips, 2 pips move. 30 pips profit, 3 pips move. So you trail your profit by 10% all the time. Okay. So now you do this, continue to do this every 4 hours, or as much as you want, and as soon as possible. As you see prices go up in your favor or go down in your favor, you move your stop loss. While you are doing that, when do we close the trade? 3 choices to close trade. One is when the super trend change color. Okay, when prices cross the super trend, you know they change color. So if you buy and the color becomes red, you will close your trade. If you sell and the color becomes blue, you will close your trade. Also, if prices close below 200 simple moving average and you are in buy position, you will close it. If prices cross above 200 moving average and you are in a sell position, you close it. Okay. The last one is if price close across support and resistance in opposite direction of your current trade, you might consider closing the trade. Okay, enough of talking. Let's look at example. This is a paper example. Okay, so what can you see here? From here we see the super trend is red color, and then it turns to blue color, but we are still on what? 200 moving average. So that means from here on we have blue color and over 200 moving average buy position, and we place our stop loss 100 pips. As soon as we have 30 pips in profit, we move to break even. Okay, and you trail your position until you are out here. Same thing here, you enter a buy position here, you exit here when the color change. Remember, notice that we do not sell. We do not sell here. Why? Your guess is correct. We are above 200 moving average. No selling above 200 moving average. Let's see the next example. Similar example here for sell position. We have price below 200 moving average, and we have our super trend color to become red. So you enter your sell position from here and you trail your position. First of all, you add your initial stop loss 100. You see your initial stop loss most of the time, 99% of the time, will never be touched. Okay, you will soon see why. So you move your initial stop loss back to break even once you are 30 pips above, and you trail it until you exit here. So this could be 200, it could be 300 pips profit. All right, this is another trigger here to go short again because we are still under 200 moving average. Okay, so which currency do we trade and what time frame? Okay, these currencies are the ones that are recommended by the author: Euro dollar, Australian dollar, pound dollar, dollar Canadian, US dollar, Swiss francs, Euro Japan, and pound Japan. Okay, 4-hour time frame or higher is recommended. So if you are using 4-hour time frame, it recommends 100 pips as stop loss and move your stop to break even after 30 pips. Okay, however, if you change your time frame, say to daily, consider changing those parameters as well. Or if you drop to 1 hour, or even if you drop to 5 minutes, consider changing those parameters. You have to test it and make sure it works. Now we've done paper trading now, or we've shown example on a paper. Now let's go to live chart and see it for ourselves. Okay, so this is our live chart. So let's look at this chart. So let's say we start from here. As you know, this is a buy position here because we're above 200 moving average, and the super trend is also blue. We enter long position from here. We set our stop loss below 100 pips and we trail our position. We exit here. So that will have given us approximately 213 pips. As we are still above moving average, we enter long again and we trail our position until change of color here. That may have given us also 400 pips. 400 pips. Also another opportunity here to buy. Now we are under 200 moving average and the color of the super trend is red. So we sell here and we exit here. All this area, there may not be any trade, particularly in these areas. Have a look. However, if there are trades, they will all probably come out break even, because as soon as you enter your trade and it moves 30 pips in your favor, remember, move your stop loss to break even. So any trend that is short-lived, trend that doesn't last long, you will always come out most of the time break even. Okay, so that's another buy opportunity there, and then you get a sell opportunity there because the price is under moving average, and then we have a red trend indicator, okay, super trend, and we might record round about approximately here maybe about 300 pips. We are still under moving average. You sell again, and that might give you maybe gives you another 296 pips. So as we said earlier, this is to capitalize on big moves. When there's no big move, you will likely come out break even, but when there's big move, you will stay in that big move as long as possible, and you will collect as many pips as you can. That is the beauty of trading with the trend. Okay, so this system, I've created a template for this system as usual. You know, if you want this system, you can give me you can send me email, make a comment and add your email address to the comment. I will send this indicator to you, or both the indicators and also the templates. Okay, if you love this video, guys, please subscribe to the channel and share the video among your groups. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you soon. It's Darren.